You guys are all sitting in a car. Um, let's see. Ralph, the first thing you notice is you're in the back seat of the car. Glenn's in the driver's seat. Rock's in the passenger seat. You're in the back seat, and there's a steel mesh between you and the other guys. Now, all of you, though, you don't appear to be a prisoner because you do have a gun. Everybody's got a gun and stuff like that on them. So you're thinking, judging by the car, you guys are definitely cops because around the car, there's cop radio and the seats are a little bit wider and all that stuff. However, it looks like it's an unmarked car. Mm-hmm. And just for ease, this is what everybody has on them. For the studio audience, Glock, extra clip, cup, small blue plastic gloves, notebooks, credit cards, $50 in cash, IDs, badges, car keys, cell phones with each other's phone number, and yeah. You seem to be at a dock. It looks like there's humans and such working on the dock, and there's crime scene tape strung up. And when I say dock, I mean Chicago style dock, like one of the piers that they have. That's pretty much you can put buildings and amusement parks and shit like that onto, not like a wooden dock for boats to pull up to. And it does look like you're outside of Chicago, judging by the skyline. Or in Chicago, rather, because it's right up against one of the Great Lakes.
What kind of mess do we got to clean up yours now, Rock?
I don't know, but I want an Italian beef and a sausage.
The bears.
Bears.
I look in the mirror.
Excellent.
No, don't do
that. Right, you seem to be a Asian extraction-looking guy. Everybody who doesn't have paradigm distortion maxed out eventually gets to see yourself. Go ahead and give me sanity rolls, unless you have paradigm distortion maxed out. If you make it, it's 0. These kind of things happen. If you fail it, it's D4. Let's see, just to go real quick, since you guys can all get access to mirrors. This is unfortunate. Okay, so let's see, Glenn, according to the IDs and such, your name is Tom Cho. You look like an Asian American dude. Rock, your name is Maggie Lyons. You are a good-looking redheaded female cop. And Ralph, your name is Danny Heath. You look like Jock, college football player, maybe took a couple too many blows to the head when playing college football type guy.
Got it.
See, the red shirt works out.
I guess it does. And you guys see a black-haired, serious looking lady striding toward the car. Definitely looks like a cop. She's wearing very sensible, very low-heeled shoes and stuff. Rock, you're also notice you're wearing like the same kind of skirt that she is, like the below-the-knees work skirt type thing, and a white shirt. Unfortunately, you guys all look like yourselves to each other. You all know that each other is their buddy. And that you're all in this together, I guess. She comes over to Glenn's window and looks, raises an eyebrow at him.
I roll down the window.
She says, Joe, I've got a triple homicide I'm going to be dealing with. Why don't you take the lead on this one? All right? Call me if you get any questions. It's a weird one.
Yeah, just forward me all the data.
She just looks at you and goes, I'm not your secretary. Go collect your own data. She does a little laugh and wanders off. Goes and gets in a different part.
While I'm rummaging around back here, I take a look at my wallet and IDs. What year is my driver's license issued?
1998.
Good year. All right.
It
Is the
looks fairly
coroner
new.
on scene yet?
You don't see him yet. It does look like there's a bunch of people and whatnot doing cop stuff. It looks like you guys are not CSI. It looks like you are detectives.
Okay. And what was that year again?
Well, according to his driver's license.
Sounds like we're in the Shermer world.
Oh, yeah. We're definitely in Shermer.
Yeah, his driver's license was 1998, and you know that Shermer is in the year 2000, so he's got a 2-year-old driver's license. Bastard.
Okay.
All right, I'll get out of the vehicle. Hopefully it's not locked from the...
It's locked from the inside, of course it is. You wait patiently for somebody to free you from your...
No, I shake it violently. Come on, I'm trying to work here.
Yeah, hold your horses.
I look at Suede. I don't think we've met, but
He
must have been
struggles
one of us.
wildly.
You know, how you doing?
Hi. I'm Glenn.
Hi, Glenn. I'm Suede. You know how easy bullets could pass through this back seat if I don't get out of this damn car?
Hey, like I said, hold your horses.
Let's go, Blue Boy. I start rocking violently back and forth.
Do I see a crime scene?
Oh yeah, right over there. It's
Here
got
through the
all that
window.
yellow-
Looks really great through the window, I say.
All right. I get out and open the door for Ralph.
Freedom.
Thank you, my good sir. I get out.
Not Ralph. He's Suede.
Who you calling, sir?
I immediately begin panning the crowds of people
Did we
here.
lose Ralph?
Can you hear me?
Looks like we lost Ralph.
I've got Ralph.
I can
I
hear
got
you.
him. It's just you there, I'm afraid.
I had a refresh thing go up. Okay, there we go. He's moving now.
All right. I begin panning, scanning the crowd, just looking who's going to be the guilty person later. Just
No
try to-
problem.
so.
It doesn't look like there's any press here yet or looky-loos. It looks like cops
right.
are pretty much. There's one dude who seems to be a civilian. He's holding a dog and talking to some cop.
Pop the trunk.
Normal cop stuff. I mean, there's a couple shotguns back there and stuff. Roadside assistance kit, spare tire, no body.
That's good. You're the murderers. You're real good.
All this time, it was us.
I wonder where the other two bodies are under the car.
I closed the trunk.
Okay.
Guys, I'm going to refresh my video session because I got a big audio lag for Ralph there. Hang on
I
a
do
second.
too, but I figure it'll catch up eventually.
Oh, okay. So that's okay.
Yeah,
We'll see. All right.
Ralph has hick internet and stuff. So
Oh, okay.
as fast as Jethro can pedal, that's as fast as he is allowed to go on his internet. Although he is right now thinking about which of his kids might be trying to download that massive stash of porn and how to get them off the computer.
Right. Yeah. Just tell the kids to stop downloading porn. All right. I approached the crime scene.
Ralph, you're coming in. You've got like a 5-second lag between when you say something and when we hear it.
Really? Okay.
Horrible lag.
So just try and speak Taiwanese or something.
Let me just close down for a minute. Let me reboot the modem and see if that clears it all out. Can you wait a minute?
I think it's his video that's lagged, not the audio.
The video is lagged, not the audio. Good point.
Yeah.
Real bad lag.
Just try refreshing your session, see what happens.
Yeah, maybe.
I'll mosey over to the crime scene.
No worries.
Oh, make your mosey roll. There we go. I didn't think to mosey. So, who's the officer on duty?
There are several of them. It appears that you might be.
So, but who's securing the crime scene? I mean, is there someone watching the crime scene?
It looks like Chicago PD.
Oh.
Ralph, say stuff. See if.
All right, so they started investigating. They headed up there.
Yay!
No, they're moseying that way. They're moseying that way.
It's important to mosey.
Glenn's moseying. I'm just approaching. Hey, Fred, what we got here?
He goes, some weird stuff. Take a look.
All right.
He seems to be talking to your shirt for some reason.
Yeah, of course. Up here, Fred. Eyes up here, Fred.
Oh, I was just thinking, he says.
Yeah, I know. I know what you're thinking about. Anyway, I snap on my gloves. All right, let's get to work, boys.
No problem. Here's the crime scene. Now, the first picture was you have to see that in somebody's phone. That was before they moved the boats to the dock. The second picture is, according to the cops here, that's the guy who was out jogging with his dog, found the body. The next two are of the body. Second row, first one, blow to the right side of the head. Second picture, some sort of tattoo, hard to see. Third picture, another shot of the body. Fourth picture, another shot of the body.
So the body's like stuck in the boat.
Well, it looks like two rowboats have been kind of clamshelled onto the body with the feet and hands and head sticking out.
Okay.
That's a weird one.
That's a weird one.
It is a weird one.
Where are the other bodies?
This is it.
Oh.
Isn't one enough? You might want
triple homicide.
Did you say triple homicide?
Nah, not yet. Says the guy looking around.
She said she was going to do a triple.
Oh.
Oh, okay, right.
Hey, cops look at you guys like, the fuck?
So many
might
dead
like
people,
feedback.
so little time.
Pretty what? He says.
Fred, can you get me some Starbucks, please?
Sure, Maggie. He hurries off to go fucking get in his car and drive off somewhere.
All right, now that he's gone, what the fuck is going on here? I think I'm a girl.
One of the other cops wandering by just kind of pauses, goes,
Yes. Yes, you are.
All right. Anybody ever have this go on?
I look at his shirt.
Eyes up here. Eyes up here, Glenn. I'm sorry. I'm Maggie. You guys are?
Yeah, I've woken up in other. I whisper. I've woken up in other people's bodies before.
Oh, okay. I just haven't done the whole gender thing before, but I always seem to have red hair. I don't know why. All right. So you guys are the names on the badges? I mean, their names are on their pockets, or we're detectives, so no. I'm
Maggie down here, he says.
Tom Cho.
Tom Cho.
Danny.
Tom and Danny. All right, Dano. Book them.
And I'm Ernie. There's an air guy walking by and waving.
Thanks.
All right. Anybody got some decent? Who's the forensic investigator here?
Me.
Awesome.
You see the coroner's truck is pulling up. Also, they've got already on scene. It looks like they got one of those crane trucks. That's probably how they got the boats with the dead dude out of the water onto the dock, and they're bringing a flatbed in.
Okay.
One of the cops comes up and goes, "Yeah, we're gonna wait for the coroner to crack this one open back at the morgue because." Yeah, it smells really horrible, and I don't want to fucking spill anything onto here or have the press get wind of it. He looks around as though the press may be fucking snorkeling toward him at any moment.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. Logan, I go ahead and I want to put my gloves on. And
Feels good. A little snap of the plastic.
I'm more interested in looking at the boat than the body right now before they crack it open.
The
Does it look
boats.
good?
I was going to say the boats look like old but still
Mhm.
serviceable, super common rowboats.
Perfect. But are they fused together, screwed together, nailed together?
It looks like a combination of wood screws and maybe like some sort of plastic cement of some sort.
Plastic wood.
Did they scrape the registration numbers off?
There aren't any on these. These are just rowboats. Bigger boats, you
Yeah.
need registration numbers for little ass rowboats like this. Yeah.
Okay.
Not exactly true, but okay.
No, you really don't. Especially if you're not using them. These look like they've been sitting around for quite some time. As you can see by the weird crap in like the second row, third picture down, all that's just crap. It looks like it's been sitting around somewhere for a long time and growing its own mold or something. The coroner comes up. He's almost round, and he comes puffing over and he goes, Joe, Maggie,
Tom.
What? You have a first name? I never knew you had a first name. You always just introduce yourself as Joe. Huh. Well,
What do you got?
He just shakes his head at you. Well, I'm going to take away the body in the boat. Am I able to do that? Is there? You can check under it to make sure nothing got dislodged or whatever when we move it out.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, Logan, if you can give us a spot hidden for anything.
I will when it's time to look.
Okay.
You guys you're looking around. You haven't seen anything other than what's in the pictures.
Any floodlights
On the boats?
on the scene?
No.
Okay. Do I have a light in the trunk of the car? Do we have a light in the trunk of the car?
You're not sure.
Was this boat floating, officer?
The guy who was interviewing the witness, who was one of the first on the scene, he goes, yes, we had it brought in so it didn't float off or anything like that. We had to put it up here on the dock. Do you want to talk to the witness or should I cut him loose? I got a statement.
No, we're going to want to talk to the witness too.
He gestures toward the witness.
Okay.
I've got his name, address, all that shit.
Awesome. Thank you. I walk up to the witness.
He has a wide variety of emotions on his face.
Yeah. I know, this is rough, buddy. What do you got? What did you see?
I was just jogging along with my dog, and the dog wasn't on the leash, when I was jogging, but nobody's around, and then it started barking, and I went over and I saw the boats off of in the water. I leashed up the dog, called 911. That's it.
Right. So you weren't on a boat or anything? You were just jogging?
He looks at his jogging clothes. Jogging.
Yep.
Don't have a boat. Don't want a boat.
Yep.
Especially now, I don't want a boat. God damn.
Yeah, I know. It's try not to think about it.
Check out your shirt. Glenn, you're convinced that this guy's hiding shit.
Yeah, I'll try an empathy too. All right, I made mine.
Yeah, he's acting kind of weird around you, and he seems to be like lowering his dog that he's holding down to his stomach as he's talking to you.
Okay. Sir, could you put down the dog?
I'd rather not right now, he says. The dog seems friendly.
Could you please put down the dog?
He does so. He is sporting a massive erection. He looks embarrassed.
I give him a smile.
You're gonna need a leash for that thing, buddy.
Oh, he's got a leash. It's on the dog. He's holding the end of it. Oh, I see. Take a card. He turns red. Is there anything else, or can I go now?
You got any questions to ask him, Joe? Yeah, it says he was out jogging,
Hey.
found the boat. Dog was barking.
Don't leave town.
Yep.
I won't. I live here, he says. He hurries off with his dog. His dog.
I want to see if anything, Joe, I want to see if anything floated in with him. We have a floodlight in the trunk?
You go check the trunk. God damn it. Somebody else has got the keys.
Yep.
Joe just they're looking at you.
That's why I asked him, yeah, who's got the keys?
He hasn't moved. He's standing over there looking at you like, it's my
I already
Well, I didn't say I go to the
I
trunk.
already
I asked
told
Joe.
you that there wasn't light in there.
Oh, sorry, man. There's no flashlights, nothing? Seriously?
There's probably a flashlight in the roadside kit.
Yep. All right. Well, I get a flashlight then. Joe, can you open the trunk for me, please?
I pop it.
You see the third member of your team just watching you guys. No problem. You dig out the flashlight from the roadside assistance kit.
Okay. I check where the boat was found and around the area. Which way is the current going?
You're not sure.
It's a lake.
Yeah. If there's current, it's not obvious. But
Hey, Fred.
you shine the light on the water.
Fred, is there a riptide warning this morning? Is there a riptide warning this morning?
Riptide? He says.
Which way is the
Michigan?
wind blowing? That would be the relevant question.
Right now, it's blowing this way. So yeah, you're thinking it may take like charts and shit like that to figure out all that stuff. You don't see anything obvious in the direction that the wind's coming from, like a bunch of evil people with tents and stuff and going Emmy is having the guys lash the boat to the crane like now, since you guys seem to have lost interest in it.
Okay. Gonna make one hell of a clam bake.
10. Times like this, I wish I had thought I had to get the special victims unit done. No problem.
You'd probably get your video taken down for that 2-second burst would probably copyright.
Oh no, you guys are the only ones that can hear it.
Oh, okay.
On the video.
Oh, that's a shame.
Oh, that's good.
No, I was looking for the dun to be. Oh, okay.
All right. You don't see anything obvious laying around on the docks after they lift off the boat, and the Emmy struggles off back to his van where his assistant's pushing him into the passenger seat. And both of them are driving off.
Okay.
You guys all realize that you have no idea where.
Get in the car. We need to follow them.
Oh. Ding, 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 ding. He starts heading back toward the car. What do you two do?
Sure.
I am with him.
I'll get in the back seat.
Shotgun.
You guys get back in the car and he drives like a fucking boss. No
Drives
problem.
like a
You
cabbie.
guys, pardon?
He drives like a cabbie.
Yelling at people, fuck off, fuck off. Waving his gun at them. No, anyway, you guys eventually get to find out where the coroner is. Coroner looks a bit surprised you're here. He's like, it'll be an hour or two, but if you're wanting to watch, that's fine. Got to warn you though, the boat was making a little bit of sloshing noises when we moved it. Okay. He says, come on in. He takes you guys in as you stand there and they crack open the boat.
No.
I assist.
I stand by the door and keep watch for gremlins.
So you're trying not to watch what's going on?
Yes.
I see. How about you there,
Oh, this is gonna stink. Yeah. Let's see. I get the Vicks. They got the Vicks. I get the Vicks.
Yeah. All right. Everybody give me a Sandy roll because Rocky didn't know about the Vicks, and the smell of fucking death just comes up and mugs your ass. It's not it is a pretty horrible Sandy roll. All right. So only the guy who's like, I'm not seeing. Oh, Jesus. Oh, he gets a D6. Everybody else gets 1 point for gross out or human gore, your choice.
Okay, will times 3.
Yay.
Fail.
Yay. Roll D4. Fight, flight, freak, freeze.
Oh my God, it's my first day. Yeah.
It takes off. Roll D20.
For 14 rounds.
And you're not going to see him for another minute or two. Probably 2, 3, 4 minutes. He'll be gone. So,
I take this is gross out, right?
You put it toward gross out or human gore, whichever you'd like to get closer to your max.
Women.
The Emmy doesn't say a fucking word. He just looks at you for a minute and then goes, let's get on with the case. Right. Inside of the 2 boats, in addition to the guy, is a lot of shit and bugs. After going through and checking everything out, there's no clothing, there's no IDs, nothing else. But the Emmy's report, which I'll just give you, you guys essentially got to sit there for a couple of fucking hours watching this. Coroner's report, cause of death is septic shock. The victim's stomach is chocked full of milk, honey, and lots of maggots. This guy was tortured. He probably died between day 13 and day 17.
Not what I was expecting.
Also, he was hit on the head in the right front with a blunt object, possibly hard enough to knock him out. And he says, Joe, can I borrow your finger for a minute? He begins cutting off one of the guy's fingerprints. Just hold out your finger. Good.
Okay.
Give me another Sandy rolls. You have dead flesh put onto your gloved finger. It's kind of gross. It's 0 if you make it. 1 point if you fail it. You go, yeah, you can put it toward human gore, gross out. And then they run the fingerprint. Yeah. All right. That's running. Also the unusual tattoo, it looked like something from a law review citation. The Emmy goes, this reminds me of something that an edgy lawyer would probably get.
What was a law review citation?
The tattoo on his arm here.
What?
Huh.
What does that mean, a law review citation?
It's like the scrolls and stuff that they get when they pass the bar.
Oh, okay. All right.
It's a gangster lawyer.
I'm thinking he had a journal tattooed to his arm, and I'm like, what the fuck?
How long?
Am I back yet?
How long does the coroner believe he was in the water for?
Not sure on that at all. This guy was exposed to elements and all kinds of horrific torture for a long time, so I'm not sure how long he is in the water.
Between day 13 and 17.
Well, that's how long he was tortured for. I don't know how long he was actually in the water.
Right.
He is suffering from sunburn, but
so
on the body that was inside the boat, or just the arms and legs?
just on the hands, feet, and head. And
okay, so he was alive when he was put in there. Good call.
Yeah, this all happened while he's alive. Although he probably died and then was sent out into the world, is my guess, says the coroner.
You ready for the Trinity?
No, says the coroner.
Oh.
What type of bugs were in the boat with the water?
Maggots.
That was in his stomach. Was there anything else in the boat? Like,
Oh, yeah, in the feces, normal bugs that you would get in the feces and such.
in the Lake Michigan waters? Okay. Nothing
Yeah,
exotic
nothing
or weird.
Now, although take a card, that would be a fucking good one there. The coroner looks at you closely and goes, "Did you read a book or something, Danny?"
No, I'm just guessing.
Oh, he looks a little bit relieved. All right. Well, and yeah, I've gone ahead and sent the data to your computer, Joe, or whatever you said your other name was. I've already forgotten. He says,
Great.
just shakes his head at you. Can't work together for this many years and have you start switching things up on me, he says.
You mind if I take a couple extra of these? I point at the box of rubber gloves there. I got a feeling there's going to be a whole string of these going across town.
The gloves or the crimes?
The crimes. I think we got ourselves a serial boater here.
What?
I see.
How can you? What?
By the way, Logan, I write down everything he said so we don't have to rely on memory later.
Anything you've written down is what you've written down.
Mm-hmm.
Anything you failed to write down is relying on memory.
Yep.
Okay. And by you, I mean Russ.
I'm aware.
Cool. So, right, it'll all be on your computer. You might even get a match by the time you get back to the office. With traffic as it is, he says. Well, I'll get back to work here. I'll let you know if I get anything else.
I'll grab a few of those extra rubber gloves, and since we only had a set on us.
Yeah, no problem.
All right.
He doesn't care if you take the whole box. He's got lots.
Oh, cool.
Lots of
all right. I put the box under my arm and I start blowing one up.
He looks relieved. You're like, oh yeah, all right, yeah, take it out of here. He says.
All right, I get out of there.
I get on my cell phone and see if Milk and Honey has some kind of religious significance or.
It's just got numbers. It doesn't have it's not a smartphone.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It's 2000.
No spot, no evidence analysis, no forensics.
Not needed. I mean, he pretty much just, the guy's full of shit, or the boats were rather.
Seems like an open and closed case to me. Let's go wrap this one up, boys. Thanks.
Yeah, it was obviously the jogger.
Suicide.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, looks like an obvious case of suicide.
I'm liking that. I need to get some lunch because I lost mine.
You guys head out, go stand next to your car, and wonder where the station is.
I check my badge for like
take a card.
number.
Yeah, take a card. Using your badge, you're able to figure out which station, and then there's maps and shit in the car because cops got to know where the fuck they're going, and you eventually trace it back to that. Cool.
One hell of a detective we are. Wipe the Vicks off my nose, grab a hot dog from the cart over there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm mark off $5. You're in Chicago. The guy thinks nothing of you buying a hot dog. He's like, there you go, sir.
All right. Head back to the car.
They're standing there waiting, looking at you.
I get in the back seat and eat my hot dog.
Check the glove box.
Registration, miscellaneous gas receipts, stuff like that.
Okay. Drive to the station.
No problem. No more driving rules need to be made until you go crazy and doing some weird shit or a big chase scene or whatever. Yeah, it's kind of a letdown that you're just a detective and don't have to do the autopsy yourself. You've really missed having a nice messy autopsy. But yeah, you guys reach the station. There's a lot of cops. It looks like a big complicated building, and now your next thing to try to determine is where your office is. There you go. Some guy at the front desk as you guys come in. He greets you each by your new names and stuff. And he goes, Danny, you got something here.
Other side.
Maggie, he says.
Hello. Is there anything on my desk?
I don't know. I don't work in homicide, he says.
Why don't you have a look?
I work at this desk. Yeah, appreciate it. Maybe we can go out for a drink later, but I got to work right now.
Okay.
Is there a directory?
Actually, now that you said homicide, you guys can follow signs until you get there. Now, each of them, they're pretty confident which desk is which, because Maggie's got like a picture. She is a hot redhead with nice bosom, you're thinking, of her with her family on the desk. And the other guy's got a fucking football on his desk, so he's pretty confident. There's two desks that look like they're either empty or just not used much. And you've either got the one further away from them or the one closer to them.
Which one is less dusty?
They are both pretty clean, actually. You're checking them both for dust and going, God damn cleaners.
I'll look at the one that's closer to them.
There is absolutely no personal effects on it at all.
Open it up.
It's got regular office supplies and stuff like that in it.
I sit in my chair, put my feet on my desk, lean back, and make that annoying squeaky sound in my chair.
All right. I fire up Netscape and
That's it down and see if anyone complains.
No. Everybody seems totally good with your guys' actions and stuff. Right, you guys, everybody give me a computer use roll to work these archaic piece of shit computers. They make you want to fucking scream.
Ooh, I play my computer use plus 20 card.
nice.
Rock just swims into fucking Netscape like he's never left.
What do you want, computer use? All right.
Yeah.
I crack my knuckles. Let's give this a go.
Assuming you're wanting to play at the computer, there is a football there. All right.
Yeah. No.
All right. It looks like your computer is completely unusable. It just doesn't work. The other two are like typing away on theirs and shit, and you're like,
I look up. Glenn, you need a hand with that? I mean, Cho, you need a hand with that?
I think it's broken.
I plug the power in.
Cool. Yeah. He seems to have messed up his computer. Give me a computer use roll to make his computer work for him. Your computer is just fine, but his works fine. It's just him. So yeah, he powers up your computer for you, and he shows you how to use the mouse and stuff. You don't like it, and you can't figure out, why it's got this wire and stuff, and keep it from choking you to death or whatever. So, right, you guys are all on the computers now.
I just browse my history.
Fantasy sports.
Excellent. I catch up on it.
All right, great. Roll a new skill called Fantasy Sports Lore Shermer.
Nope.
Close.
All right.
Close. Glenn, you eventually you discover like interdepartmental email and stuff. You guys quickly discovered that these guys have got passwords and stuff in drawers because they apparently change them often enough where they just write them down and then cross off the old ones and keep them in a drawer.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't take too much. I'm not going to have you guys go looking for them. But you discover that you've gotten the identity of this guy. from the fingerprint getting run. And it is Thomas O'Hare. Here's an example of the kind of lawyer he is. There's a commercial that was run.
Oh, he's the guy on TV.
Oh, hey.
No
Is he
prenup.
officiating at a wedding? I would have expected a divorce lawyer.
Well, it shows those two kind of getting married, and then they kind of stand back and look unhappy with each other, and he walks between them and goes, "Marriage problems? I have the solution. Blah blah blah. Get divorced and all that kind of shit." And the lady there sings because it's all a singing ad. It's fucking annoying. Whoever made this ad should have their balls hit repeatedly. But yeah, so.
Okay.
That's the kind of lawyer that this guy is and whatnot. According to information, give me a research roll, whoever wants to do research on this guy. If you'd like to, right?
I find Barney.
It shows green screen comes up and then a blue sky and then you hear badger, 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 mushroom, mushroom. You know, and you're like, oh.
I groove to it.
All right.
I jump when it says it's a snake.
Every time you jump, everybody in the office kind of like looks over real quick and then back to their work. Right. Let's see.
The snake thing always scares me. I don't know why.
Ralph, are you doing research or?
I'm trying. I can't find it. And obviously, I'm really into my character.
Library use.
Library.
Oh, library, huh? All right.
Yeah. For some reason, it's not research library use. It's library use research.
Well,
just to make it confusing.
And it's in big bold too. Ah, there it is.
Yeah. Well, a trick is if you see other people rolling it, you just read what they rolled.
Good point.
No problem. You two find out that this guy, personal life, he's been married for 14 years, separated for the last 13 months. He probably has tons of people who hated him. He and his wife are still legally married. She stands to inherit his millions of dollars. His wife's name is Margot O'Hare.
So married 13 years and separated 13 months.
Married 14 years, separated 13 months.
Okay.
It'd be funnier if they had a 12-year-old daughter, if they lived at their house for 11 years, et cetera, et cetera.
Had 10 dogs.
Right, exactly. Just keep ticking it down.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
Hey, guys, look at the dancing baby.
Ooga chaka, ooga, ooga, ooga chaka. Sorry. Let's get a warrant for his office, his house.
No problem. Give me a either law or bureaucracy roll to figure out how to work that. Because in the 20s, you just fucking go over there, kick in the door, and yell, "We're the cops!" And if there's any people who weren't right around, maybe beat them just on principle. I mean, things have changed so much that you're really not sure how to do it.
I'll play a skill 5.
Okay.
Nope.
Hey, it shows him like watching a black guy walk by with narrowed eyes, like. Am I supposed to beat him before or after? Now he's a cop.
I forgot how to do that.
Yeah, me
Maybe
too.
one of the other guys knows. Yeah, it's all comes down to the guy who has a football on his desk.
What?
He just looks at you.
Warrants.
No, I don't have any.
We're trying to get warrants. I show them the paperwork. Deal with this shit.
Paper airplanes.
Great. Is there anybody else in homicide?
Lots of people wandering around doing stuff and all
All
that.
right, I snag a male person.
Hi, he says.
Hey there, honey. Could you help me with this paperwork?
Honey? Yes.
All right, I give him the addresses and stuff and have him walk me through it.
He tries to show you how to do it. You can't follow what he's saying. He tries to do it though, and yeah, he's like, here's the warrant. Yeah, he applies for the warrants. They come through rather quickly. You have warrant to go and look around his house. He and his wife, different houses, because
Okay.
separated.
Right.
And yeah, his office. There you go.
Right,
That's
we're not
not
going
a
to get a
problem.
warrant for his wife's house without probable cause. So,
Take a card, Russ. You are correct.
Yeah.
Hey, you want to get a drink later? Says Eddie, the guy who's been helping you out.
oh, I'm washing my hair later.
He goes, all right. Wanders off.
I follow him. I open up my phone. Hey, she said call. I give him her number since it's in my phone.
How long should I wait before calling? He says.
It might be too late. I walk away.
I'll take the card. Rock, your phone begins to ring.
I ghost him.
Got it. Damn, he says. And
Must not have been serious. Anyway, didn't call back twice.
this is why men do not get boobs. Right here. This is why men don't get boobs. So
All right, well, that was fun.
for some of you.
Let's get some more gloves and go check out his humble abode.
There's a box of them sitting on
Yep.
this guy's desk.
I grabbed the whole damn box.
Oh, somebody's making up. He looks alarmed. What do you guys do now?
Wonder if they have like a CSI kit.
You don't see any. In your phone, you do have a CSI was one of the miscellaneous phone numbers. So apparently, you don't collect any evidence. You just call them, and they come and do it.
Yeah. Yeah, we're detectives. That's right.
Fine.
Not like
That's
in the old
a
days.
good thing, unless, well, you got the forensics. So.
It cuts back to Glenn in the 1920s with a black and white thing, and the cop's like, "This body," and Glenn's like, "Been shot." That's right. All right, done with it. Yeah, I am. Just Glenn dragging off
With jelly donut on his fingers.
Right.
Alright. I look up addresses for the office and the house, and we'll head out.
Done. Easy.
And they're on the warrants, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got his driver's license on. Assuming that he kept it up to date, which he did. You've got both. Where would you like to drive the team to? By the way, the tricky part will come later. You'll see the tricky part.
If I happen to see a hardware store or some kind of craft store, something like that, I like to have a pit stop here.
Sure. Give me a luck roll. Lower is better.
Back doesn't open on its own.
Let me out. Let me out.
Danny, you animal.
One moment here. Where did you hide the luck? I don't know. I can't find any of the stuff today.
Very top.
There it is.
Yeah, it's just under.
There it
It's in the, yeah.
All right. You find Ace Hardware.
Excellent. Can I make a quick pit stop, guys?
What is it now?
God damn it, Danny.
I run in. Aha.
No, you don't. I have to open the door for you first.
He struggles futilely. God damn it.
All right, Glenn. Pull over. He Swade obviously wants to get something. I let the door open for him.
Fine.
Freedom.
Logan, I get a little prop for later, and I'll even just blow $20. It's just way overpriced if you're okay with this.
Great. It's something you can hide under your jacket or something?
Right in my pocket. Boom.
Great. Okay. He comes back out later. Yeah, you guys are sitting there triple parked and whatnot. So, yeah, nobody messes with it. It says like municipality license plates and it just shows the ticketing cop walk by sighing.
I'll be back in 1 moment.
You giggle at her. She's not impressed. Eventually, he gets back in the back and you guys drive to, which one are you going to first?
The office.
Got it. Nope, he's hiding in the back seat from you guys.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, I guess we'll have to let him out later. He gets up and leaves, and what he gets.
I was gonna say, you could just drag him with you if you want. No problem.
All right.
You go into the law office and you see this lady here is currently packaging up files and stuff like that. She's got the news on in the background, and it's like talking about the crime and how your victim has died and stuff, and she's busy packing up stuff.
Oh there, honey, that's evidence. Put everything down, please.
You mean I don't have to pack this up?
You will, but not
Later.
until we've looked at it.
You're going to look at this here? It just shows like not quite Ark of the Covenant size files, but there's a lot of fucking files. She just gestures like, fine. She goes over and gets some papers off of the printer, comes over and gets ready to start stuffing them into her purse.
No, leave those two.
I need these.
Just fuck off.
What are they?
They're my resume. I just heard on the news that my boss is dead. I needed to get a new job.
Let me see him.
Why don't
Shows
you
them to you.
stay here and help us out? We're going to need to ask you a few questions.
Few questions, okay. But yeah, I'm not sticking around. I'm going to go get a new job because, do you know what the prices are to live here in Chicago? According to her resume there, her name is Becca Horner.
All right.
She's a paralegal. She's trying to get, obviously, a new paralegal job.
Where'd you go to school?
It's on. She indicates the resume.
Okay.
It's all listed.
What's it? That's what I'm asking. Where did she go to school?
Oh, University of Chicago.
Oh, okay.
Fancy.
Not really. No.
Yeah.
North Side. Hey, North Sider, eh?
I guess it's not Harvard.
Right. Yeah. No, it's not a 2-year community college, but it's definitely not one of Brown or Vassar or anything like that.
University of Chicago is a premier institution.
Yes, it is.
Only to people who live in Illinois.
No. They had physics equipment there that was state of the art before the super collider, which this is before the super collider. So they've got the Fermi Institute there. This is.
Oh yeah. If she was in that field, then it would be a premier education. She's a paralegal. She probably did a couple years or whatever there.
You take up in Hyde Park?
She makes chit chat with you about Chicago and stuff. Right, you're at the legal offices of O'Hare's law office, and you're talking to some lady who was trying to escape with copies of her resume that was stopped. She apparently on the news, it announced that her boss has died. She printed out several copies of her resume and wanted to go out and find a new job.
Okay. I hand the papers back to her. All right, that's good. Don't leave town.
No. You do you know the password for your boss's computer?
Yes, she writes it down for you. She says, no one had more appreciative or loyal clients than Mr. O'Hare did.
Right.
I take a look around at the office. So this guy supposedly made millions, or he was worth millions.
He obviously didn't spend it on the office.
Okay, that's what I was looking at here. So
Yeah, take a card. It looks like the office, like the secretary's part, kind of shitty. His is a little bit more impressive. It had a little bit of a view, but not great. But yeah.
NPC of the GM's choice gets 5 euros and refills their hand.
Da, 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 the big black blood. Da, 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 da.
These guys are just doing this too quickly. Gotta slow them down.
Becca, does anybody else work here?
No, just me. I was his aide.
Any of these filing cabinets locked, or they're safe?
That guy plays a full retrieve on that and gets new cards and more hero points. They'll discard everything else.
God fucking damn. Oh.
They say.
What was the most recent case you were working on? Who was
She gives you a case file. It's they haven't completed it or anything. They're essentially a guy's spouse was cheating on him. His name is Eddie Romano, and so they're working on getting.
what was the wife's name?
Cynthia.